Have you ever seen those clean acrylic logo watermarks that businesses use in product photos and wonder how they're actually made? Maybe you've searched YouTube hoping to find a complete tutorial, only to find short clips that skip over the important parts. Or maybe you've already tried making one yourself, but lining up all those tiny letters turned into a frustrating mess. Well, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through my entire process from start to finish. We'll cover everything you need to start, from preparing the artwork, setting it up in both LightBurn and XTool Creative Space, cutting the acrylic, and then assembling everything using two different methods that I found work really well. One method uses light score lines engraved directly into the acrylic, making it easy to position each letter exactly where it belongs. The second method uses a cardboard or acrylic template, which can speed up the assembly process quite a bit. It works really well once it's made, but if the template isn't designed accurately, it can throw off your alignment and potentially waste material. I'll be showing you both methods so you can decide which one fits your workflow best. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to start making professional looking acrylic watermarks for yourself, your business, or even to sell to customers. Before we get started, my name is Jose and I run Summit Imprint. I spend most of my days designing and making custom laser products, from leather patch hats and promotional products to acrylic signs, keychains, and of course acrylic watermarks like the ones you'll see throughout this video. One thing I really enjoy is sharing the techniques I've learned along the way. There are usually a dozen different ways to make the same product, but every project teaches you something new. My goal with these videos is to help shorten that learning curve so you can spend less time troubleshooting and more time creating. Whether you're using a thunder laser, an XTool, or another CO2 laser, the concepts we'll cover today are the same. You might need to adjust your settings for your machine, but the overall workflow will translate really well. Before we jump into the software, let's talk why physical watermarks are such a useful product. When people hear the word watermark, they usually think of something digital that's added to a photo after it's taken. But a physical acrylic watermark creates a much more professional look because it's actually part of the photograph. If you sell products on Etsy, Shopify, TikTok Shop, Facebook Marketplace, or your own website, these are a simple way to make your photos instantly look more polished and recognizable. Think about it, every time someone shares one of your photos, your logo is already there. It's subtle, it looks premium, and it reinforces your brand without feeling like an advertisement. They're also great for craft fairs, vendor booths, behind the scene videos, packaging photos, and social media content. I even keep one on my workbench because it's an easy way to add a little branding wherever I record a video. The best part is that they don't require much material, they're fairly quick to produce once you have a workflow, and they're a product that almost any business can use. So now that you know what we're making and why they're so useful, let's jump into the computer and start with the artwork. In my opinion, this is one of the most important parts of the entire project because a clean design here makes the rest of the process much easier. Starting off with our LightBurn software, you first want to select your text box. Go ahead and pick your font over here. I'm going with something bold. After that, you want to go ahead and type out your tagline. You can do your social media handle, phone number, your website, anything really. You can also upload your own fonts if you have some in Canva. Just make sure you save them as a SVG. SVGs are usually always easier to cut and there's no extra cleaning involved. After you got your design ready, I usually always like to have it at a width of 10.5. 10.5 is usually what I like to do. It gives the best size for me and looks best on video. After that, highlight your entire text, go to your offset tool. I also like to keep mine at 0.23 inches of offset distance. That usually gives me a nice contour on the letters. You can also play around with the corner style. I always usually use round, but you can do bevel or corner to give it a more sharper look. But I like round style. If you can see here, depending on your offset distance, sometimes you'll have some corners that go too deep into your letter. To easily fix that, you highlight your offset cut and go to edit nodes and highlight the nodes you want to delete by simply pressing D on your D-pad. After that, after everything looks good, you'll want to highlight your inside text, copy and paste that, select the duplicate text and your offset, and make sure those are set to a cut layer. And then for your inside, you want to go ahead and switch it to a score layer. So this is for method 1. This gives you the scored layer inside, that way you can easily place your letters once they're cut. For method number 2, it's pretty simple as well. Same thing, hit the text box, go ahead and write your tag, have it at 10.5 or similar, or you can play around with your own sizing. Same thing, we're going to hit the offset tool, offset distance of 0.23, click OK, fix this little notch right here, and you want to duplicate the actual offset this time. So copy paste that, And then for this, highlight both, go ahead and highlight both and weld and set that to a cut layer. Set this to a cut layer as well. So this easily gives you a template to lay on top of your wording, like so. So moving on to our XTool software, pretty similar process. Click your text box, choose your font. Same thing, you can upload your own fonts, just make sure it's always on SVG format. That way you don't have to worry about tracing or any cleanup. Write your tag. And set your width. I like it 10.5. And then this is your offset tool in XTool Creative Space. Same thing, you can play around with your offset distance depending on your preference. I always like around a 24 on XTool on the Creative Space. So it gives a nice contour. Or you can go with something skinnier. Gives it a tighter look. I just like 24. Same thing. Creative Space also allows you to mess with your corner style. More of a sharper look. Round. And bevel. Gives you more like a jagged look. I like round. So confirm that. Highlight your text. Duplicate it. Now highlight both your duplicate text and your actual offset. And just change the layer, that way you can differentiate the cut versus the score. Thing for method number 2, pretty similar to LightBurn as well. Once you get the hang of it, you're gonna easily be able to knock these out. Adjust your sizing. Then your offset distance. Again, I like a 0.24. And instead of this one, you'll want to highlight your actual offset. Copy and paste that. Slide that down. And you want to highlight both of these. Go to your subtract tab overlap. That way it can give you a template. It'll cut out the actual word you'll use and need, and then it'll save this as a template that you can easily put on top of your acrylic. So yeah, let's move over to our laser now. So like we talked about, 2 ways to make these. This is the scored way. So basically peel off the masking tape and match the shapes, you know, like a puzzle. Whereas for this one, we have 2. We'll peel off this masking tape and lay this one on top and use this one as a template to, as you can see, it matches it perfect. And we'll easily just drop in our letters like that. Once it's all done, we'll remove it and it's in place. So let's get to it. I do like using this method, however it can get a little tedious having to weed each shape one by one, especially if you're making multiple watermarks at a time. It's a great beginner friendly method, and I definitely encourage you to try both to see which one fits your workflow best. That said, method number 2 saves a ton of time, and it's the approach I personally use most often. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you learn something new and makes your next acrylic watermark project a whole lot easier. If you found it helpful, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more laser tutorials, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.